Knock knock. Hello, human? Are you there? Are you awake? Hi there. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. May I come in? Thanks. Wow, you've got quite the cozy setup. Is that your gaming area? Nice. What sort of games do you like to play? Oh, same here. You've quite a big living room. This is a pretty nice place. I am so jealous. So may I ask, do you know I'm here? I assume you do since you're living here, but I thought I'd ask. The thing is, I was here to get a taste of your blood. And as you know, here in Bloodstone Hollow, we can help ourselves to a serving of blood from any human in the village we choose. And in exchange, you guys get to live here in our village free of charge. It's a pretty nice deal, don't you think? So, if you don't mind me asking, have you done this before with anyone yet? No? No other vampires came to drink some of your blood yet? How long have you been living here? That's surprising. I'd imagine a few of us would have given your blood a taste by now. But I guess I'll be the first. Still, I've never actually done this before myself. It's kind of embarrassing, but you see, I've never actually tasted human blood before. I know it's kind of strange coming from a vampire, but I've always been shy and hesitant about it. Still, I grew curious about the taste and experience, so I figured I should just give it a try. Although, it will be a really big step for me. I wanted my first time to be just so special. I've been looking for the right guy, and I just happened to see you a few times in the village from afar. I mean, there's something about you that intrigues me, so I thought you'd be a good choice. So I hope you don't mind if I take a sip of your blood. I promise I'll be gentle, and I won't take too much. Of course, before I do this, we're required to read the terms and conditions to those who haven't gone through this yet. I know it's such a drag, but rules are rules. So just bear with me and I'll try to make this quick. Here we go. Welcome to the esteemed village of Bloodstone Hollow, where vampires and humans coexist in harmony. It's a community that embraces diversity and welcomes all human residents. Vampires and humans are encouraged to share experiences and foster meaningful connections. We also ask that you take advantage of our various recreational facilities and activities. As part of a unique cohabitation agreement, human residents graciously provide vampires with blood, and in return, they receive the generous benefits of free rent and complimentary sustenance. While we strive for harmony, we acknowledge that misunderstandings can occur. If a vampire selects a human for illegitimate reason, such as prejudice, the human has the right to voice their concern. Our village upholds fairness and justice, ensuring that all residents are treated with respect. Below are the terms and conditions to ensure everyone has a fantastic and safe experience within our community. Okay, here. So number 1, blood contribution. Human residents of the village shall provide vampires with a designated quantity of blood as deemed necessary for sustenance, in a manner agreed upon by both parties. Number 2, residential privileges. In exchange for the blood contribution, human residents shall be granted the right to reside within the village premises with rent-free accommodations and access to provided sustenance. We strive to provide a comfortable and fulfilling living experience. Number 3, refusal consequences. Should a human resident unjustifiably refuse to serve a vampire, as determined by the village council, they shall be subject to eviction from the village and the termination of all associated privileges. If a human has a medical condition that limits their ability to safely provide blood, exceptions can be made to accommodate their specific needs. The village also provides access to basic health care facilities. Residents are encouraged to prioritize their well-being and seek medical assistance when needed. Number 4, confidentiality. Human residents shall maintain the utmost confidentiality regarding the existence and identity of vampires within the village, refraining from disclosing such information to outsiders. This one is number 5, termination. This agreement may be terminated by either party with written notice, subject to a reasonable transition period. Number 6, vampire etiquette. Human residents shall observe proper vampire etiquette, including refraining from wearing garlic or displaying any religious symbols that may cause discomfort to the vampire community. Number 7, midnight curfew. As a safety measure, the midnight curfew is not really fair. As a safety measure, all human residents must abide by a midnight curfew, ensuring that they are all safely indoors before the bewitching hour. Well, I guess for that. Number 8, moonlight gatherings. Once a month, a moonlight gathering shall take place in the village square, where human residents and vampires come together for cultural exchange and celebration. Number 9, vampire education program. This is a good one. This one's good. In an effort to foster understanding and harmony, human residents shall participate in a vampire education program, learning about vampire history, customs, and their unique needs. Because we're very different, and that's important. Where was I? Number 10, annual blood drive. To maintain a sustainable blood supply, the village shall organize an annual blood drive encouraging willing human residents to voluntarily contribute blood to support the vampire community. Number 11, vampire-human liaison. A designated vampire-human liaison shall be appointed to address any concerns or conflicts that may arise between the two communities, promoting open communication and cooperation. Number 12, we're almost done. There's 14. As you should know. Number 12, we prioritize the well-being of our human residents. As vampires, we must adhere to responsible feeding practices, respect the consent and boundaries of humans when obtaining sustenance. If a vampire becomes overly enthusiastic during the blood exchange, causing unnecessary harm, the human has a right to report the incident. Number 13, mutual respect and understanding are essential in our community. We encourage all residents to treat each other with kindness, regardless of their nature. And the last one, number 14, residents may have human guests visit the village with prior approval from the council. Guests must adhere to the village rules and regulations during their stay. The council reserves the right to terminate the residency of any individual who fails to comply with the community guidelines or engages in harmful or disruptive behavior. Be sure to stay informed about village updates, events, and announcements through designated communication channels. Thank you for taking the time to read and understand the terms and conditions. We appreciate your commitment to creating a harmonious, I always mess that word up, an inclusive community within the Vampire Village. If you have any further questions or need clarification on any aspect, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you on this extraordinary journey. Whew. Thank you for your patience. See, I told you it wouldn't be that bad. So, do you have any questions or do you need me to clarify anything? I know it can be a lot to take in. No? Nothing? Okay, cool. So, do you have any medical accommodations or conditions that I should be aware of? Any recent medical procedures? Allergies? Just so I know how much blood I can take during our encounters. So I have to ask those questions. Great. Now that we've covered everything and all the necessary questions, I was wondering, is there anywhere you'd prefer me to take the blood from? I'll do whatever part you're comfortable with. My choice? Well, if you're feeling adventurous and open to my choice, how about we go with the classic spot, the neck? Are you okay with that? Okay, awesome. I'm so looking forward to this, but don't worry. I promise to be careful throughout the whole process. If you feel uncomfortable or you think I'm overdoing it, just please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm going to put my hand on your chest to check your heartbeat and make sure you're calm. Now, okay, take a deep breath with me. In and out. In and out. Okay, now just let any tension melt away. If it helps you feel more at ease, you can close your eyes, but you have to trust me. Now I'm going to wrap my other arm around you. That's it. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to start now, okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you doing all right? Are you okay? Good. You taste so good. Wow. That was the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. I know it may sound weird, but I've never tasted anything like that before. It was like a symphony of flavors that awakened my senses with every drop. The sweetness was unlike anything I've ever experienced. It was like a blend of the finest chocolates and the most succulent fruits. And the way it lingers on my tongue, it's like a dance of just exquisite pleasure. I know it may sound strange, but please understand that I've tried other things in my existence. I didn't want to taste human blood, but nothing compares to the richness and depth of your blood. I'm so sorry if I was getting too carried away. I didn't mean to be weird or anything, but sometimes I can get a little enthusiastic about things. On another note, how are you feeling after, I hope it wasn't too uncomfortable. Perhaps I can offer you some snacks or water to help you get back on your feet. Here, before I go, you'll have to wear this pen. Why is it glowing? Oh, that's just to let other vampires know not to take your blood for the next 48 hours so you can just recover from your serving. Also, I just want to thank you for being so patient with me. I wasn't sure how my first encounter with a human would go, but I'm just really glad it was you. Your warm presence made all the difference. You know, I sense this connection with you that feels deeper than just shared blood. I can't shake that feeling that our story is far from over. I'll leave you to rest for now, but I hope to see you again soon.